In Acts 6, the apostles literally said, "It's not right for us to wait tables," while neglecting their own church's widows and the daily distribution of resources. Which wasn't just food, by the way, it was the whole socialist system that the early church had set up to care for each other. But remember that Jesus, the guy that they supposedly followed, told them directly in the Gospel of Luke, "The kings of the Gentiles domineer over them, but it is not this way for you. The one who is greatest among you must become like the servant. Who is greater, the one who reclines at the table or the one who serves? I am among you as the one who serves." And Luke, who wrote both the Gospel of Luke and Acts, seems to be setting up this contrast deliberately. In his Gospel, Jesus says leaders shouldn't domineer but serve. And then in Acts 6, Luke shows us the apostles doing exactly what Jesus warned against. So when the apostles say, we can't wait on tables because we need to focus on the Word of God, I don't think that's leadership. I think that's spiritual bypassing. It's using God language to avoid the actual work of caring for people. Now, to their credit, the apostles did listen when the Greek-speaking widows complained about being overlooked. They didn't dismiss the complaints or spiritualize the problem away. They did take action, and they got that part right. But the guys they appointed to supposedly just serve tables, well, Stephen becomes the first martyr. Philip becomes this powerful evangelist who baptizes the Ethiopian eunuch. And these table servers end up being spiritual powerhouses in the book of Acts. The apostles missed this. Serving tables is the way that we teach the word. Caring for widows is ministry. There's no sacred secular divide when you're following Jesus. Now, I get it. They could not personally serve everyone as the church grew into thousands, and that makes sense. But completely removing yourself from service is not delegation, it's abdication. My own church, it's personally important for me that I serve in our church nursery, that I set up potluck tables and run sound cables. Not because I think I'm too humble for quote-unquote real ministry, but because this is ministry. This is how we embody the word and not just talk about it. I think too many church leaders hide behind pulpits instead of getting their hands dirty with the actual work of love. We've professionalized ministry so much that we've forgotten that Jesus knelt down with a towel. So here's my challenge to any church leader, paid or unpaid, watching this. What would it look like if you stopped using spiritual responsibilities as an excuse to avoid serving people? What if your leadership looked more like Jesus washing feet and less like protecting your position? Because the moment we think we're too important to serve, we've missed the entire point of following a guy who said the last shall be first.